We had permission to walk around the outside and take some pictures and video. I did make sure it wasn't an issue. The depot still got the waiting room sign on it. It's just so cool. I think this thing was like 1850s, I believe. What they told me, or what. No big doors. I'll give you an environment around this shot in a minute, because this is still being used for a post office. I don't want to crowd it too much. And then at the end of the video, I'll post some pictures of the place from a distance and up close. You may have seen a little video clip I'd found online of black and white where the train's coming through here. Back in like late 1800s, early 1900s that I posted. Imagine waiting out here on the dock for the train. It'll be coming through here. It's cool that they repurposed this instead of tearing it down. I think it was over in Swanee County where we went. Live Oak, and they built a museum out of theirs. Check that out, the old signal. Still got the rod going into the building. Foundation's deteriorating a little bit around it. See the linkage on it? Man, that's amazing. And look, you can tell even the windows ain't original. You see the design of the arch on this side, and then it changes to two doubles. Another waiting room sign. So it's been modified a couple times over the years. As you can tell, that's not original. We're not going to be able to go inside and video inside though. I wouldn't even ask that with it being a post office. Yeah, you can just imagine what it would have looked like back in the day standing here. An old train engine rolling down the tracks. Coming to a stop. It's illegal to get on tracks, but you can see the top of them tracks. They not rusted, which means train still comes through here. It's not the same train. I'm gonna walk around and get y'all some pictures of it. Notice the old wrought iron too. I bet that's original. You know that we can tell that it's sinking not just by that turn down there, but even right here. If you look at this big bay door, you can see where it's cracked on both sides. Yeah, man, that is neat that they preserved this, and now they're still using it. That's super neat to me. Many older buildings you see getting tore down. I backed up across here to kind of give you a view and get a picture, and I noticed how on this side they got them pink survey flags, so they might be in the middle of doing some more preservation or restoration. Good job, Lloyd, Florida, and the people involved. Wish more areas could afford and get up the money to do things like this with some of these old brick buildings. Some of these old 25, 30, 40-year-old restaurant businesses I ain't as much on, but the train, government buildings, especially brick and the architecture, is now being replaced by cheap, fabricated metal buildings. It's more economical. So once all these old buildings are gone, that's a piece of architectural history that's just lost. It'd be nice to see some more of these done. I'm gonna walk around the front and try to get some distance from it like this so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. We'll kind of look a little closer at this end as we walk by. I kind of walked around in a hurry earlier. I wonder if that's the original sign that's in that video. I got that video from the Florida Public Archives. And then I think I did another little clip just talking about a little bit of the history of Lloyd. Nothing too exceptional, but let's back up from it. That's wild. Now if you watch that video I did on Lloyd before you do this, if you hadn't, well, I guess it's too late for that now, but benefit you to go back and watch that where we talk about Lloyd and the men who started the town of Lloyd and the businesses they were in during the period. And then when you come in here and you check this out, you think about now you just see a paved parking lot and a couple cars, but in reality it would have been wagons and horses bringing cotton or whatever produce that they were producing or tobacco by wagon and horses to this depot. That's what you'd have seen out here. Stuff stacked up and waiting to be shipped on the train, with dry goods needing to be kept inside. So that's what I think about when I come here. Imagine looking out over this vast expansion and seeing nothing but wagons coming and going and horses tied up, and maybe a few kids playing, waiting for that train sound to be coming down the track. Oh man, this is cool. I'm glad y'all coming along with me to enjoy this. So definitely go check out them other two videos. I think they're shorts. One of them's a short, one of them's about the history that I got. And any other history that you can find on the internet, give you a little better idea and a mindset. So I'm gonna give you a good pan from the front of this post office / railroad depot here in the little town of Lloyd. Some bushes growed up in front of us. We got some volunteer buildings over here to the side.